Hey there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Nerdable Podcast. Abel and David here, and it is Pokemon Go release day for TCG. David and I both already hit it up. We could not wait. David, you want to share what you got today and
Yeah,
what you plan on getting?
I ended up getting the Pikachu promotion card from GameStop, and then the Typhlosion Astral Radiance card because the GameStop guy was just trying to get rid of them all, and that GameStop had a bunch left over apparently, so we got lucky. And then I ended up buying the Executor V box that I kind of want to open, but then I kind of don't want to open, and I'm debating whether I am or not. We'll see.
Yeah, I so if you could tell by my voice, I'm sick. So I sent my relative out for me this morning and got me this Radiant Eevee premium collection box. So this is, and he also got me the promo card, the Pikachu. But this is my second box because I have one that I ordered on Amazon. It's coming in next week. And I also ordered the Alolan Executor box and an ETB from Amazon. Those come in tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna rip through this EV box. I don't know if we decide to, David. Maybe we do it on a stream, and this could be, like I said, like a bonus episode.
Yeah,
So
we could.
we could do that. So that's what y'all guys. We'll have a bonus episode for y'all. Um, and yeah, so before we get into the news and stuff, and obviously, like I said, Pokemon TCG is out. If you want that Pikachu card, it was limited supplies. You could have got it here in the US at Barnes and Noble, GameStop, and Best Buy. I just got mine. We got ours at GameStop, right? You got yours there too.
Yeah, I went to.
So, and they had lots there. And so I have been sick the last few days, and things have escalated in my Pokemon world very quickly. So I've become addicted to Pokemon Go again. I literally, I literally drove around my neighborhood to different Pokemon stops, and now I have like 10 of my Pokemon out at gyms. um, I am hooked. I am obsessed, and then I have Pokemon Home, and I got the premium plan because I wanted to have more space because of I've been able to switch over all my Pokemon Eevee, like Let's Go Eevee and everything into Pokemon Home, and that helped me with Sword and Shield. And last time we have talked previously, I've mentioned Sword and Shield that I never finished it. I got through like the first two badges. Well, I am done with all 8 badges, and I'm on the Champions path now. So that happened yesterday actually, and I just transferred in a bunch of Pokemon from Pokemon Go and Let's Go Eevee. And so before we get going with the news, I wanted to just share my current um, lineup for Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I'm covering this really because there is some Sword and Shield news that we're going to cover here in a bit too. So I I think I've mentioned on it before. I really have never liked the dark type Pokemon. Well, that has changed with this game. Um, my current team or poison, dark and poison really haven't been my thing. So the very first person in my team is Toxtricity. Obsessed, obsessed. One of the best Pokemon I've ever had. Cinder Ace, of course, because I am obsessed with Cinder Ace. I just transferred in a Moltres from Let's Go Eevee. This Pokemon I am obsessed with. It is one of my favorite. Grimmsnarl. I have no
Grimmsnarl.
idea. It is so
Oh, the
good.
elf.
It is so good. Yeah, this guy right here.
Yeah, I have the little one. What is it? Impa Elf?
Uh, and I just transferred in a Rowlet, and then an Articuno. So that's my current team. All my teams above level 50 right now, except Rowlet's a level 5. I just put him in there so he can evolve quickly. Um, so yeah, that is my current team, Pokemon Sword and Shield. I just got to Route 10, where it's like, right before the Champions Path thing. So I haven't even finished Legends Arceus yet. I haven't even got Arceus in the game. And I'm playing Sword and Shield and I'm addicted. But since we talked about Pokemon Go, let's start with an article from TCG Player. According to them, the top 10 cards that everybody wants to pull from Pokemon Go. So we're going to start from number 10 and go down to number 1. If you are watching on our YouTube page, or you can definitely check out the video. I'm sharing my screen now. And if you are listening, check us out on YouTube because, yeah, you get to see the top 10 cards according to TCG Player. So number 10 is Ditto. So Ditto is the Ditto collection is a subset of cards featuring a desirable Pokemon card as a sticker layer on top of a Ditto Ditto. A Ditto collection card can be a hilarious addition to your booster pack the first time. Every time afterward, having to deal with stickers on cards can become an annoying mess. So I've heard and watched YouTubers that had the Pokemon Go set like before, like the you big YouTubers, and it looks like it's a disaster. I don't know if you've seen it or not, David.
I haven't.
So there's like a little D on some of the cards, and it looks like it's just a regular TCG card, but it's actually a Ditto, and that top layer is a sticker,
Oh no.
and you have to peel it off to find out which card you got.
So Ditto's on the top of it, and you have to take it off.
No, it's a fake Pokemon on top, but the stats on the bottom have like a little D on it, like
Mm.
right here on the bottom corner of the
Uh-huh.
fake card. It will have like a little D, and it's a Ditto, and that means the Ditto cards you have to peel it.
Oh no.
And it does not look easy. Every YouTuber I've seen has struggled. Every YouTuber.
I need to
So,
watch it now. I'm
well,
curious.
now, maybe hopefully we can find out today after this podcast. We're gonna do an opening together. So yeah. Let's see. So it says if you're opening packs of the set, make sure to keep an eye out for the sneaky Ditto symbol. Oh, so it's an actual Ditto symbol in the bottom left corner, and try not to cry whenever you lose a fancy card to the transforming trickster.
Oh no. What if it's like it's one of the nicer cards, like one of the V stars?
I'll leave it. I won't even take it off. So number 9 is the Professor's Research Full Art. Professor's Research has received many reprints over the time as the Pokemon Company has changed from having Energy Professor on a different card, from every professor on a different card, to having one card able to represent every professor. This means that players and collectors can choose their favorite professor for their collection, and fans of the Pokemon Go game can now own full art versions of Professor Willow. The full art versions of Pokemon professors are highly collectible due to their popularity, and Professor Willow's research will be one of the most desirable cards to finish off collections in the set. So yeah, sorry guys, I'm struggling to read and talk. Number 8 card is Spark. So Spark, the Pokemon Go game involves 3 teams that players choose to align themselves with. These teams are led by Professor Will's assistants and closely identify with one of the 3 legendary birds of the Kanto region. Team Instinct is led by the positivity powerhouse Spark, and the team is influenced by legendary bird Pokemon Zapdos. What team are you on?
I missed it.
Same. Uh,
Mm.
Finding local players on your team is a big part of playing the game as a community. In a set based around Pokemon Go, team identity will also dictate the products that collectors and fans of the game are looking to buy, as well as some of the key cards they want to obtain. Even though the full art versions of these characters come with some of the sealed products, those products will be hard to find in big box stores. So fans may have to turn to the secondary market to acquire these boxes or to buy the singles for their collections. Finding the Rainbow Rare version and the full art version of Spark will prove important for Team Instinct players. I don't care about that. Number 7 card is Blanche. So again, um, Blanche is one of the top cards. She represents like the water. I think she's a tentative mystic, right?
Yes.
Yes. So she also the same things. Um, you could get a full art card and all that good stuff. The next one would be Candela. So she is the fire type trainer that represents Team Valor. And so she comes in a full art as well. Number 5, the most sought after cards from the Pokemon Go set is Mewtwo V-Star Secret. Um, so the latest version of this Pokemon is introduced in Pokemon Go, this time as a V-Star Pokemon. The strength of any V-Star Pokemon comes nearly entirely from their once per game V-Star power, and Mewtwo's V-Star's raid is no slouch. It can hit all of your opponent's V, VMAX, and V-Stars in one attack to deal 120 damage to each of them.
What the heck?
Dude, I don't play TCG, I just collect certain cards I like now, but damn, that sounds like it would piss a lot of people off. The next card is number 4, Radiant Blastoise. The standard deck, Palkia Inteleon, already utilizes multiple Pokemon that can spend water energy to deal damage outside of attacking, so Radiant Blastoise could easily slot into the deck over Radiant Greninja. Currently, the Radiant Pokemon cards in Pokemon Go hold high prices because their pull rates are unknown, so these prices could drop significantly once the set releases. Number 3
No.
is the Radiant Venusaur. In gameplay terms, Radiant Venusaur's ability to draw you back up to 4 cards at the end of your turn can give your deck a decent amount of longevity, while pairing it with Greninja's Vigor can help you ramp into enough energy to use stronger attacks. If the next few sets can introduce a powerful Grass VMAX or V-Star, Grass decks might finally have enough support to make it into the standard metagame. Do you know anybody that plays with the Grass set?
I don't even know anybody who plays Pokemon TCG, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's people in town because we have like leagues and stuff, but I just don't do it. I don't know. David, maybe we should start our own thing.
I thought about doing it. Like, I started about building a deck, but I just don't know where to start, to be honest.
We'll have to figure that out. Maybe we do that. That could be such a cool thing for us to do. And like, if we recorded our process together, like from beginning to end,
To see how it went.
see how frustrated we'd be to edit that. We'd have to play paper, rock, scissors to see who edit that video.
Basically, yeah.
or announcement, we might be having a new co-host with us on the next podcast, and if he is going to be a permanent co-host, we'll just give him that task as initiation.
Just editing.
Yeah. So number 2 is the Radiant Charizard. To be honest, I don't really like these cards where they look like this Radiant Charizard, Radiant, like they look kind of dull, don't they?
Yeah, they look kind of like different. I don't know, they look kind of weird.
So the Radiant Charizard, everybody obviously knows about Charizard. The Charizard cards are always wanted. If you want to play Radiant Charizard, it can be played as a revenge double V to handle threats without giving up the game. However, the rest of Fire is lacking in powerful Pokemon or supporters right now, which means that playing Charizard is an uphill battle unless you really, really, really like Charizard. And then the number 1 sought after card is the Mewtwo V Alt Art. Somebody you said pulled this from local game, right? Tronics, local game store of
Yeah.
ours. They've already pulled it today. So obviously the alternate cards have higher value than everything else. And remember when we saw the pictures of this, we were like, oh my god. Like
That's super hard.
all the ones with like the cities in the background, like we were like obsessed with. So this is the Mewtwo alternate V-Star card. That is the number 1 sought out after as of July 1st of the recording of this. So yeah, do you agree with that list, David?
I think so too, yeah, because I want all the Radiant cards and, well, Mewtwo V-Star for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. All right, so let's move on to some Sword and Shield news because I am obsessed with Sword and Shield right now. Sword and Shield news. So the Sword and Shield July 2022 ranked battles have begun. It's considered the 32nd season, and you'll be able to test your trainer skills in head-to-head battles with players around the world, move up the global leaderboards, and earn helpful in-game rewards. This will run until July 23rd, July 31st, 2022. Um, this is going to follow the Series 12 regulations, which means you can battle with two powerful, usually ineligible legendary Pokemon at your side. Also, Pokemon are allowed to Dynamax or Gigantamax during battle. And there's a list of eligible Pokemon. I'm not going to go through that. You'll find out when you try to play. And only only Pokemon obtained in Pokemon Legend Arceus, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Pokemon Shining Pearl, Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield games, or those with battle ready symbols are eligible as a part of like the list that they've attached. So I just really wanted to cover some of the season rewards. So you get Master Ball tier, you get a gold bottle cap times 3, 600 battle points, Dynite ore times 30, and Armorite ore times 30. Ultra Ball tier, you get one gold bottle cap, 300 battle points, with 10 Dynite ore, 10 Armorite ore. The Great Ball tier, you'll get 3 bottle caps, 1 ability capsule, 100 battle points, 5 Dynite ore, 5 Armorite ore. For Pokeball tier and beginner tier, you get 1 ability capsule, 50 battle points, 5 Dynite ores, 5 Armorite ores. And there are some instructions on how to start a ranked battle, which I was happy to find this because I have never been in this, but I'll be doing it. Have you ever participated in this?
Never have, honestly.
So from what I've heard is like it's good to just even start it because once you start it, even if you lose battles or whatever it is, you get rewards and you'll get mystery gifts and stuff at the end of it all.
Hmm.
So it just says you need to finish at least one match with a win or loss during the season to be eligible for rewards at the end. And after the competition is ended, launch your Pokemon Sword or Shield game. Open the menu, select mystery gift, select get a mystery gift, select get battle stadium rewards, and so you just have to play at least one sometime in July. And so I'll save that link, David, and send it to you that way. You can actually, I'll just tag you on it on Facebook, and you can look at that way you can check it out. So I don't know if
You
it
might
lets
do
me.
terribly.
I don't, but it's like it says, you win or lose. So that's pretty cool. That's why I kind of wanted to do that. So there's also right now happening as a recording of this Sword and Shield Max Raid battles, which that's what I've been playing Pokemon Go all day. But I'm like, okay, after we record, I'm just gonna lay in bed, watch Netflix, and play Sword and Shield because there's raid battle events until July 10th. You can get Meryl, Poliwag, and Spiel. What is a seal thing called? I mistyped. Spiel.
Spiel? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And shiny Meryl. So that's right now July 1st through July 10th. So that is pretty cool. Moving along now with some Niantic news. I don't know if you've heard of this, but Niantic is introducing Campfire, bringing more real world social experiences to Niantic games. So this comes from NianticLabs.com. So it says, "Hey explorers, in the coming days we'll begin the global rollout of Campfire, a new social app that helps Niantic explorers discover new people, places, and experiences around them. Campfire gives the Niantic community a new way to experience the joy of real-world gameplay, meetups, and events, providing a way for people to discover creations that make the world a magical and entertaining place. We've been testing Campfire in beta with agents over the last several months. We'll start testing the experience to all Niantic games and players around the world soon, starting with select groups of Pokemon Go players throughout the summer. Please stay tuned to our social channels to learn about availability in your region." And so, some cool things I want to share on the screen. That way, David and our listeners can go and check out on YouTube. So, key features in Campfire, they'll show nearby communities so you can easily find other players by checking out local communities around you. Open the Discover page in your local communities tab to join new communities, coordinate events, and meet new players. For now, there will be a limited selection of communities available and more will be added over time. Niantic Friends, easily add and manage your friends across all Niantic titles. Direct and group messaging. Organize all your chats with friends in one place with direct and group messaging. You can instantly share gym, raids, drop your location, post photos, and chat with your friends across any Niantic game. Share your location through messaging is optional and can last up to 1 hour before turning off automatically. Sounds like they're trying to cut out Discord and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, Facebook Messenger and everybody.
Real world activities. Join and share official community events, keep track of meetups with reminders, and easily invite your friends to play. Scroll around the map to discover and share content, coordinate at any gym or raid, and connect with your nearby communities. I could have used that today when I got my ass handed to me by a fucking Dark Charizard at one of the gyms. Nobody wanted to play. Now, when you're playing a game, you can see if there are people playing nearby. If you're traveling somewhere new or just want to explore new areas of your city, the map is a fun way to explore. And if you meet up with others, you can send them a friend request and direct message to coordinate your next meetup. In Pokemon Go, trainers can also share raid locations with friends in a direct message or group chat, make it easy to get a team together quickly and efficiently. What I needed today. Or if you're playing on your own, you can tap a specific place on the map and you'll see the option to add a flare to that location. Think of flares like a call to action for everyone who sees it, encouraging other trainers to head there and join in on the fun. I think that's going to be cool because so there's a few gyms like that are a little bit farther from my house on Pokemon Go, but I can get to them with the what is that pass called?
The raid pass?
Yeah, like the raid
Like
pass,
remote raid pass.
the remote, but so I could get to him with that, but like I still need help. So if I could flag that and people saw it and that lived nearby, they would see, you know what I mean? So that would be cool.
Mhm.
We're excited to see the ways you use Campfire to foster the kinds of real world connections that have always been at the heart of what Niantic does. Stay tuned as Campfire rolls out to your region over the next coming months. So, um, yeah, that's pretty cool. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, I don't play any other Niantic games except Pokemon Go now.
Yeah, I think I had tried Harry Potter, but I think it just got taken down right early, just like didn't work out.
Did they
But
already cancel it?
I think so. It like died. Like no one really was about it for some reason.
I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. I never even downloaded it.
Yeah, it
I mean,
was
you
something.
know,
I tried it. It was okay. Like it didn't really make too much sense, but I mean, it was okay. But yeah,
alrighty.
Niantic. I think Pokemon Go. I think Pikmin was another game that Niantic has that I don't think it. I haven't heard much about it. To be honest.
A lot of big YouTubers play it, and a
Yeah.
lot of other podcasters play it as well. But it's just like walking and like doing stuff. I'm like, no, like let's do that. Pokemon Go. Um, so there is a Pokemon Go anniversary event, July 6th through July 12th. This is from 10 a.m. July 6th to July 12th, 8 p.m. local time. So Pokemon debuts: Party Hat Charmeleon, Party Hat Charizard, and Cake Costume Pikachu will make their Pokemon Go debuts. This is also the first time trainers will be able to evolve their Party Hat Charmanders. And if you're lucky, you may even encounter shiny Party Hat Charmeleon and shiny Party Hat Charizard. That would be cool.
See, I need those, and I have Party Hat Charmander, so I can finally evolve them.
The following Pokemon will appear more frequently in the wild: Shiny Bulbasaur, Shiny Party Hat Charmander, Shiny Squirtle, Shiny Cake Costume Pikachu, Shiny Machop, Shiny Ladybug, Shiny Ralts, Shiny Baneri, Shiny Bunnelby, and Shiny Litleo. And then, if you're lucky, you might encounter the following: a Gabite, Clauncher, and Helioptile. You could also get shiny ones, and then there will be a following raids from July 6th through 12th. 1-star raids will be Cake Costume Pikachu and Dratini. A 3-star raid will consist of those are also could be shiny. 3-star raids could be a shiny Venusaur, shiny Party Heart Charizard, shiny Blastoise, a regular Tyranitar, and a regular Metagross. A 5-star raid would be a shiny Zapdos. Mega raids would be a Mega Charizard X shiny and Mega Charizard Y shiny. Mega Charizard X will appear in raid battles on Wednesday, July 6th. 2022, and Thursday, July 7th, 2022. Oh, I'm off on both those days. Um, and Mega Charizard Y will appear in raid battles on the 7th and the 8th.
Damn, walk those in.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of research tasks that you can get. So you'll be able to encounter like shiny, like a bunch of the shiny starters, and then basically all the starter Pokemon. Except all of the all the starter Pokemon will be shiny except Chespin, Pennikin, Froakie, Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio. And yeah, so that's celebrating the Pokemon Go anniversary event. Now that I'm addicted again, thanks, David.
I want
Uh,
some
uh,
shiny Charmander.
yeah, so I need all of those things. So now we're gonna move on from Pokemon and talk about MetaZoo. Uh, so I'm gonna share my screen again for our listeners and our viewers. So MetaZoo announced that they are releasing a collectible figures coming to Invasion Toys. Some will even have variant chases. So they just posted this picture of I don't know what that is. Like what is that thing called?
Sasquatch.
Yeah, Sasquatch, but like I don't know. Just like why? Stupid. Um, and they also have announced that they're doing plushies. Look at that.
What's
I'm gonna.
that?
I'm guessing this is. Oh, this is.
The alien?
I don't why. And then this one looks like
That
a
one looks
cheap.
fine.
It looks like okay, but it looks like a knockoff Pokemon plush.
No, but the UFO one looks kind of weird. It's too long.
Yeah, like this is. I don't like it. I don't like. I just report on this because it's our job, but that's really all the MetaZoo stuff that we came up with for this week. Now we're gonna move on to talk about some Yu-Gi-Oh. So the Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh boss monster that is allegedly so bad that even the anime now has made fun of it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I do, not yet. I feel like there's a few of
So there's one that it popped up on multiple articles. This
them.
article comes from Screen Rant, and so I'm going to share my screen with our listeners and viewers. David, that way I don't have to read it all. So Spirit of the Pharaoh is one of many boss monsters designed for Yu-Gi-Oh! However, its convoluted summoning requirement destroys its viability. I don't know about this guy, but I'm sure you do. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Has no shortage of boss monsters, but there was one that even anime couldn't take seriously. While there are several boss monsters that failed to perform for their respective archetypes, most of these simply fade into obscurity through a lack of use. However, one monster in particular received a bit of mockery before fading away. Spirit of the Pharaoh is one of the game's boss monsters designed for synergy with weak zombie monsters. It can only be summoned through the effect of a specific trap card, the first sarcophagus. Upon being successfully summoned, Spirit of the Pharaoh's user can special summon up to 4 level 2 or lower zombie type monsters. With a proper setup, this effect could swarm the user's field with monsters, setting them up for a combo. While nothing compared to cards on Yu-Gi-Oh's Forbidden and Limited list, it sounds quite useful. However, this is sadly not the case. It says, so for their effort required to summon it, Spirit of the Pharaoh is quite underwhelming. It only has 2,500 attack points, and there are many monsters of equal or greater strength that can be summoned much easier. Second, it has no natural protection ability at all, so it is vulnerable to all methods of removal without assistance from the player's other cards. Finally, summoning a swarm of level 2 or lower normal zombie type monsters is not that strong. In addition to rather few monsters fitting the criteria, they would only be realistically good for a tribute or to bring out an XYZ monster. And XYZ summoning in Yu-Gi-Oh! Wouldn't even exist until many years after the Spirit of the Pharaoh was released. And so basically this goes on to say just talk about how they make fun of it. And in the anime, almost every boss monster was built up as a legitimate threat, even dreadful ones as such as Insect Queen. However, when Spirit of the Pharaoh showed up in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, it received no such respect. The protagonist criticized the deck for having such weak cards, even comparing it to a beginner's deck. The only point in the duel where it is taken seriously was when the spirit hit the field and swarmed with zombies that get powered up through another card, Thousand Energy. However, the spirit's user lost the duel the turn after it got summoned, so it fails to make a good impression in addition to being a card that only made sense in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. So do you agree with this assessment,
I mean,
David,
there
as
are
our
easier monsters that you can get for 2,500. You can like bring out the Dark Magician for like less than that.
and so even the anime made fun of it.
It's
So
pretty. I mean, that sounds like it's not very good. It'd probably be good for like GOAT format, but other than that, you're probably not really going to use it in modern Yu-Gi-Oh.
so I'm gonna trigger David a little bit because we're on the topic of Yu-Gi-Oh. This is David's thing. This is his segment of the podcast. David, tell me about the latest the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you're buying. What's going on with the pricing? What's happening with the booster boxes that you're buying?
Oh yeah, Duels from the Deep has severely dropped in price. Like I bought it in pre-sale, and the only two sets I've bought like severely before pre-sale are like Dawn of Majesty and Duels from the Deep, and both of them have dropped whenever I bought them. And like now, Dawn of Majesty is going up, but Duels of the Deep you can now get it for like $37 per box when I bought it for like 42. So
So are you gonna keep?
not doing
How
well.
many do you have?
I have two right now because I opened one for me.
So you're gonna keep those two, and hopefully they go up with time.
I might keep them or I might just try and sell them on Whatnot.
That's a good. I need to get into that, but I don't have time for it. I really don't. But I really would like to, just because opening the packs is fun. You know
It
what I
really
mean?
is.
So, uh, all right. So let's end the podcast for the week with some Funko news. So Funko recently announced that they are doing some new. They've done this like trading card. I don't know if you've ever seen them. The trading card type of Funko Pops.
I think we talked about it on a previous episode before.
Okay, so they are doing a new NFL line, and so these are a collection that combines a vinyl figure with the Panini Prism football cards. And
Hmm.
so they just announced that these cards I guess they just announced them. So each of the four figures in the debut lineup are posed similarly to how they are on the 2020 Panini Prism football cards. Oversized versions of those cards are also packaged with the figure. The final result is a display piece that's both figures and cards. So, like this first one, you see Patrick Mahomes second, and you'll see him kind of the way you see how his card is. He's kind of like running, getting ready to throw the ball, and then they kind of, that's a pretty good, like they even have his leg up like that. Like
Pretty good
that's
likeness.
pretty good. Yeah. We move on. So there's the back of the card. I like how they cut him off here, like half of his face on the back. He's running, and how he looks like it is here with his arm up.
Oh yeah.
So the pops stand about 4.5 inches tall with the card and case. The final display is 7.5 inches wide by 10.5 inches tall. So in addition to the four regular versions, Panini will have their own exclusives. The figures are the same, but the oversized card is gold.
Hmm.
So I guess if you are like a NFL card collector, that's pretty cool. So the cards checklist are number 8, Justin Herbert from the Los Angeles Chargers. Number 9, Lamar Jackson from Baltimore Ravens. Number 10, Patrick Mahomes from Kansas City Chiefs. Number 11 from Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then they all also come exclusive to Panini. So I don't know if you do what, baseball cards, basketball?
No, I did. I don't really do sports cards too much. I mean, we did on that one opening, but other than that, I really don't open them too often.
Oh, because we were just trying to buy a bunch of different ones.
And
We were
just
just
see
trying to
what
buy
they
like
have there.
Yeah. All right. So Funko has released a new Hopper and Joyce pop, two pack inspired by Stranger Things 4. The Funko exclusive two pack features Joyce Byers and Jim Hopper individually boxed and includes a foldable pop protector fit for a two pack. Joyce is ready for colder weather in her knit cap and coat, while Hopper is at the ready with a flamethrower. So I just wanted to talk about that because I know that Stranger Things is all the rage and people are going obsessed with it. I haven't watched it in a while.
Mhm.
I'm currently getting caught up with Umbrella Academy, and so that's what I'm watching like true life, like murder mystery 2020 stuff. So that's what I've been watching. I know last podcast or the very first part of the season 3 premiere, we talked about Funko shares going up. Well, since the last time we recorded last week, the prices have gone up again. This is according to Pulse2.com. The shares of Funko Inc. Have received now a $28 price target from JP Morgan. The shares of Funko Inc. have received a $28 price target from JP Morgan, and JP Morgan analyst Tammy Zakaria upgraded Funko from a neutral rating to an overweight while increasing the price target from $25. Zakaria adjusted the rating for a few reasons. One, an expected upside to Wall Street estimates this year and the roll to 2023, given the strong content rebound with Funko's stable evergreen properties, about 67% in sales 2021, providing a consistent balance to the business. So basically, they're doing a lot better than they were last year, which I imagine is probably right for a lot of companies. They're starting to get back on their feet. Uh, the margin outlook flipping to positive from negative over the balance of the year with expansion expected next year. So that means she probably has they they stock market has some insight. Shareholders have insight as what's coming. So that's pretty cool. And the toys category is resilient in recessionary periods, along with Funko's even lower price points under $12, enabling the company to be a guilty pleasure for parents and fans despite the times of economic distress. So, yeah, and just a disclaimer from Pulse 2.0. This content is intended for informational purposes. Before making any investment, you should do your own analysis. So that's pretty cool. But like, I think we also recently talked about San Diego Comic Con Funko Pops, and there was like three that I want. Maybe they
Yeah,
won't even be sad. So I'm like, that's interesting. But I know a lot of it is the anime collectors are keeping them alive. That's where they're investing a lot of their money and time. Is I've noticed is anime. But it's such a big deal, and so whatever, it's whatever you find your niche, but don't forget about like Harry Potter. There's still like there's tons of characters that still haven't even been made yet. They keep redoing the same ones. I'm like, give me new ones. Um, so whatever. There's also things like they could do more of the Alien remixes or more Pokemon. They could literally do every Pokemon, and I would buy them all. I am buying them all, and
that's a lot of
so
Pokemon when you think about it. Playing over seven, like what, 600.
I just sold like 400 or 500. Like no, I sold like 300 to 400 of my Funko Pops, and so I mean, I have room now. I'll figure it out. For people watching YouTube, you see behind me. That's just one of my walls. All four of my walls of the room are like that, like from the floor to ceiling. Um. All right. So Mrs. Marvel is now on Disney Plus, and they have added Funko has already taken. I think that the show just came out, and Funko has already come out with the Mrs. Marvel. They added the Red Dagger to their collection. So we'll share the screen for our viewers and listeners if they want to check it out on YouTube. So this is according to comicbook.com. Miss Marvel Disney Plus Funko Pop lineup adds Red Dagger. Miss Marvel is now streaming on Disney Plus, and it is officially certified fresh indeed. Indeed, Kamala Khan's Iman Vellania MCU debut is a big hit with fans and critics alike, and we can expect to see a lot more of her in the future. We also can expect to see a lot of Funko Pops in the Miss Marvel lineup, a collection that continued today with Kareem the Red Dagger, played by Aramis Knight. The Red Dagger partnered with Kamala in episode 4 against with Najma, and the Division leader of Cladicides who got her Funko Pop last week. Pre-orders for the Red Dagger Funko Pop can be ordered at Entertainment Earth. Free shipping on orders $39 or over, whatever. There's a cool code there if you want to on comicbook.com. I don't have Disney Plus, so I'm lost on all the Marvel shows.
So am I.
Like I don't know any of these people. I'm like, who are they? But I know there's a lot of Marvel fans, so we're gonna end the show with some Sanrio Hello Kitty Funko news. So I collect a lot of Hello Kitty Funko Pops. I don't have them all, but I do have quite a few. They're actually over here behind me. Well, Hello Kitty's best friend, My Melody, is getting her own Funko. It is going to be a Hot Topic exclusive. It is now available for pre-order. The Funko Pop is $14.90, and the matching keychain is $8.90. Again, that's available for pre-order on Hot Topic. I doubt I'll be getting that one. I just got Hello Kitty because I like Hello Kitty, and so that's all. But yeah, there's more Pokemon stuff I probably could have gone through, but I also didn't want to have a whole episode just of Pokemon again. And then, but yeah, like I said earlier, we might be having a new permanent co-host with us, and he will be bringing some of his own like exciting things that he's into and nerdy things that he's into. So it's gonna be cool, new dynamic. But yeah, that's it for this week's episode, and we'll see next week when we record. We'll have opened our cards. We'll have that bonus episode out for you guys, and yeah, that's it. I think so. Till next time, guys. Have a great day.